Marketing feels like a mystery sometimes. Marketing feels like a mystery sometimes. You create something you believe in, a product, a service that you think people will love. You put it out into the world, hoping for the best. Sometimes it works, and sales start to climb. Other times, you hear nothing but silence. This uncertainty leads many business owners to guess. They guess about the right price. They guess about where to sell their product. They guess about how to tell people about it. This is a stressful and often expensive way to build a business. It feels like you are throwing darts in a dark room, just hoping one will hit the target. But what if marketing wasn't a mystery at all? What if it was more like a simple recipe? A recipe with just 4 main ingredients that you could control. When you follow a recipe, you know what to do. You add the right amount of each ingredient at the right time. You understand how they work together to create the final dish. Marketing can be just like that. There is a foundational framework that removes the guesswork. It gives you a clear structure to follow. This framework is called the marketing mix. It turns the complex art of marketing into a practical science that anyone can learn and apply to their work. The marketing mix is a classic concept, but it is more relevant today than ever before. It is built on 4 core pillars, often called the 4 Ps. Product, price, place, promotion. Think of these as 4 levers you can pull to influence how customers see and buy your offering. Each one represents a key decision you need to make. Get these 4 elements right, and you create a powerful combination that resonates with your customers. You stop guessing and start making intentional choices. You begin to build a system that works, a system that you can adjust and improve over time. This approach brings clarity and control to your efforts. This essay is your guide to mastering these 4 simple levers. We will break down each of the P's into small, easy-to-understand parts. You will learn what each P means and why it is so important for your success. We will explore practical strategies you can use right away for your own business. Whether you sell physical goods, offer services, or create digital products. By the end, you won't just understand the theory. You will have a clear, actionable plan to stop guessing and start building a marketing strategy that truly drives sales and connects with the people you seek to serve. It's time to turn the lights on and see the target clearly. So, what exactly are these 4 levers? Let's define them simply. The first is product. This is the thing you sell. It could be a physical item like a coffee mug, a service like a haircut, or even an idea like a workshop. It's the core of what you offer to solve a customer's problem or fulfill a need. A great product is the starting point for all successful marketing. Without something that people actually want or need, the other 3 levers won't have much to pull. Your product is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It's the value you promise to deliver to your audience. The second lever is price. This is what the customer pays for your product. But it is much more than just a number. The price communicates a lot about your product's quality, its value, and its position in the market. Is it a luxury item or an everyday bargain? Setting the right price involves understanding your costs, what your competitors are charging, and, most importantly, what your customers believe your product is worth. It is a powerful signal that can attract or deter your ideal customer. Getting the price right is a critical step toward profitability and building a sustainable business model that works for you. Next, we have the third lever, place. This refers to where and how customers can buy your product. It's all about distribution. Do you sell it in a physical store on the high street? Do you sell it online through your own website or a marketplace like Amazon? Maybe you use a team of salespeople who visit clients directly. The place is the bridge between your product and your customer. Making it easy for people to find and buy from you is essential. A great product that is hard to access will not sell. Your distribution strategy ensures your product is in the right place at the right time. Finally, the fourth lever is promotion. This is how you communicate with your customers. It's how you tell them about your product and persuade them to buy it. Promotion includes all the activities you undertake to make your offering known, such as advertising, social media marketing, public relations, and email newsletters. It is the voice of your marketing strategy. Through promotion, you build awareness, create desire, and give people a reason to choose you over the competition. Effective promotion ensures that your message reaches the right people and inspires them to take action, completing the circle of the marketing mix. Table of contents, Part 2, Act 1, Product, about 5 sections. The first P in the marketing mix is product. This might seem obvious. It's the thing you sell. But a product is more than just a physical object you can hold in your hand. A product is anything that can be offered to a market to satisfy a want or a need. This definition is broad on purpose. It includes physical goods, like a comfortable pair of running shoes or a new smartphone. It also includes services, such as a financial consultation, a house cleaning service, a yoga class. Even ideas, places, organizations can be products. A political campaign sells an idea. A tourism board sells a destination. Understanding this broad definition is the first step to better marketing. You are not just selling an item, you are selling a solution. You are selling an outcome. People don't buy a drill because they want a drill. They buy a drill because they want a hole in the wall. The drill is the product, but the hole is the solution. This is a critical distinction. When you focus on the problem you are solving, you can design a better product. You start to see your offering through your customer's eyes. This perspective shift changes everything. It helps you move beyond the technical features and focus on what truly matters to the people you hope to serve. Think about your own business. What are you really selling? If you own a coffee shop, you might think you sell coffee. But on a deeper level, you are selling a morning ritual. You are selling a comfortable place to meet a friend. You are selling a moment of quiet focus before a busy day begins. The coffee is just the tool to deliver that experience. If you are a web designer, you are not just selling code and graphics. You are selling a professional online presence. You are selling the ability for your client to attract more customers. You are selling peace of mind and business growth. Once you identify the core need you are meeting, you can make better decisions about every aspect of your product. You can decide which features are essential and which are just distractions. You can design packaging that communicates the right message. You can create a service experience that delights your customers. Every choice becomes clearer because you have a guiding principle. Does this help my customer solve their problem better? This customer-centric view is the foundation of a strong product strategy. It ensures you are creating something that people don't just buy, but that they value, remember, and recommend to others. To understand a product more deeply, marketers often think about it in 3 levels. This model helps you see your offering from a complete perspective, from the customer's core need to the extra details that make it special. The first level is the core benefit. This is the fundamental need or want that the customer is satisfying by buying the product. It's the problem you are solving. For a hotel, the core benefit is not a room with a bed. It is rest, sleep, a place to stay overnight. For a car, the core benefit is transportation. This level is the intangible essence of your product, the real reason someone makes a purchase. The second level is the actual product. This is the tangible, physical product or the core service that you offer. It's what you build to deliver the core benefit. For the hotel, the actual product is the hotel room itself. The bed, the bathroom, the towels, the Wi-Fi, and the front desk service. For the car, it's the vehicle with its engine, seats, steering wheel, and brand name. This level includes the product's features, its design, its quality level, its brand name, and its packaging. This is where you make many of your key design and engineering decisions. You are turning the abstract core benefit into something real and usable. The third and final level is the augmented product. This includes all the additional non-tangible benefits and services that surround the actual product. These are the things that can set you apart from your competitors. For the hotel, the augmented product could include a free breakfast, a swimming pool, concierge services, or a loyalty program. For the car, it might be the warranty, the after-sales service, free roadside assistance, or the financing options available. These augmentations add value to the core and actual product, often creating a more complete and satisfying customer experience. They can be a powerful reason why a customer chooses you over another option. Thinking in these three levels allows you to build a more competitive offering. Many businesses compete only at the actual product level, trying to add more features than their rivals. But true differentiation often happens at the core benefit level and at the augmented product level. By deeply understanding the core problem you solve, you can design a more focused actual product. And by adding thoughtful augmentations, you can create an experience that customers love. Ask yourself, what is the core need I am serving? How can my actual product deliver it effectively? And what can I add to augment the experience and create more value? Products, like people, have a life cycle. Introduced, grow, mature, decline. Understanding this journey, known as the product life cycle, is crucial. Your marketing strategy needs to change at each stage. The first stage is introduction. This is when a new product is launched into the market. Sales are typically low. Growth is slow because not many people know about the product yet. The main goals during this stage are to build awareness and encourage trial. Marketing efforts are focused on reaching early adopters and creating a buzz. This phase is often expensive, as development costs are high and promotional spending is necessary to get noticed. If the product is successful in the introduction stage, it moves into the growth stage. In this phase, sales start to climb rapidly. More customers become aware of the product and word of mouth begins to spread. Competitors may notice your success and enter the market with their own versions. Your marketing focus shifts from just building awareness to building brand preference. You want to persuade customers that your product is the best choice. You might add new features, expand your distribution to more places, and continue to promote heavily to fuel the rapid growth and solidify your market position before the competition gets too strong. Next comes the maturity stage. This is usually the longest stage in the cycle. Sales growth slows down and eventually peaks. The market is saturated, meaning most potential customers have already bought the product. Competition is at its most intense, often leading to price wars. The key challenge here is to defend your market share and maximize profit. Marketing strategies often focus on differentiation. You might try to modify the product, find new market segments, or enhance your service. The goal is to remind loyal customers to keep buying and to attract users away from your competitors. This stage requires smart, efficient marketing. Finally, every product eventually enters the decline stage. Sales begin to fall as market needs change, new technologies emerge, or better products become available. Think about VCRs or floppy disks. As sales and profits diminish, businesses face a choice. They can choose to harvest the product, which means reducing marketing costs to maximize any remaining profit from loyal customers. Or they can decide to divest, which means discontinuing the product altogether. Recognizing when your product has entered this final stage is important, as it allows you to allocate your resources to new products that are just beginning their own life cycle. Now that we understand what a product is and its life cycle, how can you make your product better? Here are 3 practical strategies you can use. The first strategy is segmentation and feature selection. You cannot be everything to everyone. Trying to create a product that pleases everybody usually results in a product that excites nobody. Instead, focus on a specific group of people, a segment of the market. Understand their unique needs, problems, desires. Once you know exactly who you are serving, you can choose the features that matter most to them. This allows you to create a product that feels like it was made just for them, making it a much easier sell. A second powerful strategy is differentiation. Your product does not exist in a vacuum. Your customers have other choices. Differentiation is the art of making your product stand out from the competition. You can differentiate in many ways. You could offer superior quality, a more innovative design, or better customer service. You could be the fastest, the easiest to use, or the most environmentally friendly. The key is to choose a point of difference that is important to your target customers and that you can deliver consistently. Don't just claim to be different. Make sure your product truly is different in a meaningful way. This gives customers a clear reason to choose you. The third key strategy is to focus on quality and packaging. Quality is how well your product does what it is supposed to do. Is it reliable, durable, and does it perform its function effectively? It builds trust and leads to repeat purchases and positive reviews. Never compromise on the core quality of your offering. Alongside quality is packaging. The packaging is often the first physical interaction a customer has with your product. It does more than just protect the item inside. It communicates your brand's personality, highlights key benefits, and can make your product jump off the shelf. Great packaging can turn a simple product into a desirable experience. These three strategies work together to create a powerful product. By focusing on a specific segment, you can select the right features. By differentiating, you give that segment a clear reason to pick you. And by delivering on quality and presenting your product in compelling packaging, you create a satisfying experience that builds loyalty. A strong product is not an accident. It is the result of deliberate choices. It is the result of understanding your customer deeply and designing an offering that perfectly meets their needs in a way that no one else can. This is the heart of great marketing. Let's look at how these product concepts apply to different types of businesses. First, consider a simple consumer good, a reusable water bottle. The core benefit is hydration on the go. The actual product is the bottle itself, its size, material, stainless steel or BPA-free plastic, the design of the lid, the brand name printed on it. The augmented product could be a lifetime warranty, a range of stylish colors and patterns, a partnership donating a portion of sales to clean water charities. A brand like S'well differentiates with sleek design and its ability to keep drinks cold for 24 hours. Now, let's think about a service, a local landscaping company. The core benefit is a beautiful outdoor space, and the free time the homeowner gains. The actual product is the service: lawn mowing, hedge trimming, planting flowers, the quality of the work, the professionalism of the crew, the reliability of the schedule. The augmented product could include a user-friendly online booking system, a satisfaction guarantee, a free seasonal garden design consultation, a newsletter with gardening tips for customers. Finally, let's examine a digital product, a language learning app like Duolingo. The core benefit is the ability to learn and communicate in a new language. The actual product is the app, lessons, exercises, character animations, a gamified point system, the user interface, the quality of the audio, the range of languages offered. The augmented product includes community features like leaderboards, progress reports emailed to users, and a premium, ad-free version with offline access and other perks. In each example, the business has made deliberate choices about their product. They understand the core problem they are solving. They have designed an actual product with specific features, a certain quality level, and a clear brand identity. They have added augmentations to enhance value and differentiate from competitors. Whether you sell a physical item, a service, or a digital experience, these principles apply. Your product is your promise to the customer. Make that promise compelling, clear, and valuable. This is the first and most important step in the marketing mix. Section 1. The second lever. More than just a number. We have built a product people might want. Now, how much should they pay for it? This brings us to the second P of the marketing mix, price. Price is the amount of money a customer gives you in exchange for your product or service. It is the only element in the marketing mix that generates revenue. All the other P's represent costs. This makes price one of the most important and most difficult decisions a business has to make. Set the price too high, and you might scare away potential customers. Set it too low, and you might leave money on the table. Set it too low, and you might even make people think your product is cheap and low quality. Price is more than just a number on a tag. It is a powerful signal. It communicates everything from the quality of your product. It communicates everything to the type of customer you are trying to attract. A high price can signal luxury. A high price can signal exclusivity. A high price can signal superior performance. A low price can signal value. A low price can signal accessibility. A low price can signal everyday convenience. The price you choose helps to position your brand in the mind of the consumer. It tells a story about who you are and what you stand for, long before a customer ever tries your product. Before you can set a price, you need to be clear about your pricing objective. What are you trying to achieve with your pricing? One common objective is profit maximization. Another objective could be to gain market share. In some situations, the objective might simply be survival. Your objective will guide your pricing decision. Ultimately, price is a statement of value. It is the point where the value you created in your product meets the value a customer perceives. A customer will only pay a price if they believe the value they are receiving is equal to or greater than that price. Your job is not just to set a price, but to justify it. The problem it solves, the experience it provides, how it is different from other options. When customers understand the value, the price becomes less of an obstacle and more of a fair exchange. This is the heart of a successful pricing strategy. Section 2. How to choose your price. 3 core methods. Once you know your objective, you need a method to set your price. Most businesses start with one of 3 core methods. The simplest is cost plus pricing. Calculate the total cost to produce your product, materials, labor, overhead. Then you add a standard markup, a certain percentage, to that cost to determine your selling price. For example, if a product costs $10 to make and your markup is 50%, you would sell it for $15. This method is straightforward and ensures you cover your costs, but it ignores what the customer thinks the product is worth. A more customer-focused approach is value-based pricing. Instead of starting with your costs, this method starts with the customer. You research and analyze how much value your product creates for your target audience. What is this solution worth to them? For example, a software that saves a business $10,000 a year in labor costs could be priced at $2,000. This method is harder to implement because it requires a deep understanding of your customers, but it can lead to higher profits. A third approach is competition-based pricing. This method involves looking at what your direct competitors are charging for similar products and setting your price in relation to theirs. You might price your product slightly lower to attract price-sensitive buyers, at the same level to be on par, or slightly higher to signal better quality. This method is common in markets where products are very similar, like gasoline stations or mobile phone plans. While it is important to be aware of competitor pricing, relying on it alone can be dangerous. It can lead to price wars where no one wins, and it distracts you from creating your own unique value. Most businesses use a combination of these methods. You need to know your costs to ensure you are profitable. You need to be aware of your competitors to stay relevant. But your primary guide should always be the value you provide to the customer. Starting with value ensures you are aligned with the people you seek to serve. It forces you to build a better product and tell a better story. The final price you choose will be a strategic balance of your costs, the competitive landscape, and, most importantly, the customer's perception of worth. Section 3. The psychology of a price tag. Price is not just about logic and numbers. It is also about psychology. How a price is presented can have a big impact on how customers perceive it and their willingness to buy. One of the most common techniques is charm pricing. This is the practice of ending prices in the number 9. We see it everywhere, $19.99 instead of $20. Our brains are wired to read from left to right, so we anchor on the first digit. The price of $19.99 feels psychologically closer to $19 than to $20, making it seem like a better deal, even though the difference is only 1 cent. This small change can significantly increase sales for certain types of products. Another powerful psychological tool is price anchoring. This is where you establish a reference point, an anchor, to make another price seem more reasonable. For example, a subscription service might display its most expensive plan first, such as a Pro plan for $99 a month. Next to it, they show a standard plan for $49 a month. The high price of the Pro plan acts as an anchor, making the standard plan look much more affordable in comparison. This technique guides customers toward a desired choice by framing it against a higher or lower price point, influencing their perception of value without changing the product itself. Discounts and sales are also a core part of pricing psychology. A limited time offer or a 50% off sign creates a sense of urgency and a fear of missing out. It makes the customer feel like they are getting a special deal that won't last. This can trigger an immediate purchase decision. However, this strategy must be used carefully. If you offer discounts too often, customers may learn to wait for a sale and never pay the full price. It can also devalue your brand over time, training people to believe your product is only worth the discounted price. The best discounts are those that feel earned or exclusive. The way prices are bundled can also influence buying behavior. Offering a good tier, a better tier, a best tier of options is a classic strategy. The lowest priced option provides basic access, while the highest priced option offers all the bells and whistles. Many customers will avoid the cheapest option, assuming it's inadequate, and also shy away from the most expensive one. They often gravitate toward the middle option, which feels like the safest and most balanced choice. By designing your price tiers strategically, you can steer a majority of your customers toward the option that you want them to choose, which is often the most profitable one for you. Section 4. 3 Smart Pricing Strategies. With an understanding of pricing methods and psychology, let's explore 3 practical strategies you can apply. The first is to communicate value clearly. A price is just a number until you give it meaning. Don't just show the price, explain why your product is worth it. Create a comparison chart showing how your features stack up against a more expensive competitor. Use customer testimonials that talk about the return on investment they got from your product. On your pricing page, list the benefits and outcomes next to the price, not just the features. When you do the work to connect price to value, customers are more likely to see it as a wise investment rather than an expense. A second strategy is to implement flexible pricing. A one-size-fits-all price may not work for every customer. Consider offering different versions or tiers of your product at different price points. This is called price segmentation. Free version with limited features, basic plan for individuals, premium plan for teams. This allows you to serve different segments of the market with different needs and budgets. You can also use dynamic pricing, where the price changes based on demand or time, common for airline tickets and hotel rooms. Flexibility allows you to capture more of the market. The third strategy is to test your prices. Many business owners set a price and never touch it again. This is a mistake. Pricing is not a one-time decision. It's an ongoing process of discovery. You should regularly test different price points to see how they affect sales and profitability. You could run an A/B test on your website, showing one price to half your visitors and another price to the other half. You could introduce a new product at a higher price to see if the market will accept it. The feedback you get from these tests is invaluable. It replaces guessing with real data, helping you find the sweet spot that maximizes both revenue and customer satisfaction. Communicating value, offering flexibility, continuous testing. These strategies move you from simply setting a price to managing it as a strategic tool. They require you to stay close to your customers and responsive to the market. A smart pricing strategy doesn't just charge for a product. It reflects the product's value. It aligns with your customers' expectations, and it adapts as your business grows. Pricing is an active and dynamic part of your marketing mix, a lever you can adjust to steer your business toward its goals and build a stronger, more profitable relationship with the people you serve. Section 5. Price in action. Real-world examples. Let's see how different businesses use price as a strategic tool. Consider a movie theater. They use a variety of pricing strategies. New blockbuster Friday night tickets are high. Value-based pricing. Customers pay more at peak times. Tuesday afternoon tickets are discounted. Dynamic pricing fills seats that would otherwise be empty. Popcorn is marked up heavily. Big concession margins. Soda is also marked up heavily. More profit at the stand. Now think about IKEA. IKEA offers well-designed furniture at very low prices. They design products with cost in mind from the start. They choose inexpensive materials. They use flat-pack designs to save shipping and storage. Their price says, style for everyone. They aren't a luxury brand. Low price equals accessibility. Finally, Adobe Photoshop. Adobe uses value-based and tiered pricing. No more one-time high fee, now a monthly subscription. Subscription lowers the initial barrier to entry. They bundle Photoshop and Creative Cloud to boost total value. Pricing varies for students. Pricing varies for individuals. Pricing varies for businesses. Their pricing matches the huge value for creative pros. Price is integrated with product, audience, and business goals. Movie theaters adjust prices to maximize revenue. IKEA builds a global brand by relentlessly cutting costs. Adobe uses flexible subscriptions to reflect ongoing value. Price is a creative, powerful lever for growth. The right price reinforces your brand and deepens your customer connection. Section 1. The third lever. Are you where your customers are? You have a great product. You have set a fair price. How do you get it into customers' hands? The third P, place. Place equals distribution, where and how customers find and buy your product. It's the bridge from your product to the people who need it. If that bridge is broken, weak, or in the wrong place, even the best product at the perfect price will fail. Be available in the right place, at the right time, in the right quantity. Imagine baking the most delicious bread. Selling only from your kitchen in a remote village won't reach many people. Get the bread to the town market, onto grocery store shelves, or ship directly to customers' homes. Access and convenience matter. Customers expect ease. If they can't find or buy from you with minimal effort, they'll choose a simpler competitor. Place is no longer just physical stores. It's your company website. It's your product listing on Amazon or Etsy. It's the Book Now button on Instagram. It's the app on a customer's phone. Consider all these touch points. Where do your ideal customers spend time? Where do they prefer to shop? Show up there and make purchasing seamless. Smart place decisions equal growth. Good distribution opens markets and reaches thousands. Poor distribution creates barriers and frustration. Amazing product but always out of stock. Unhappy customers. Slow shipping, whilst unhappy customers. Place is more than logistics and supply chains. It's core to the customer experience. Fulfill your promise by delivering reliably and conveniently. Section 2. The paths to your customer. Distribution channels. How do you build that bridge to your customer? You use distribution channels. A distribution channel is the path or route through which goods and services travel to reach the final consumer. There are two main types of channels. The first is a direct channel. Direct. Sell directly to the customer, no middlemen. For example, a bakery selling bread right from its own shop. For example, a consultant working directly with clients. For example, selling products on your own website. This gives you full control over the customer experience and the price. The second type is an indirect channel. Indirect. You use intermediaries or middlemen to help you sell your product. For example, a farmer might sell their vegetables to a wholesaler. The wholesaler then sells the vegetables to a grocery store. The grocery store finally sells them to the customer. The wholesaler and the grocery store are intermediaries. Other common intermediaries include agents, distributors, retailers. Using an indirect channel can help you reach a much larger audience than you could on your own, but it means giving up some control and a portion of your profit. In the modern market, many businesses use a mix of channels. An athletic shoe brand like Nike sells directly to consumers through its own website and through its own retail stores. At the same time, they also sell through department stores, through specialized sports shops, and through online retailers like Zappos. This multi-channel approach allows them to be present wherever their customers might be shopping. They control the brand experience in their own stores while leveraging the massive reach of their retail partners. This combination helps them dominate the market from all angles. Choosing the right channel or mix of channels depends on your product, your customers, and your goals. If you sell a complex, high-end product that requires a lot of explanation, a direct sales team might be best. If you sell a simple, low-cost consumer good, using wholesalers and retailers to get it into thousands of stores makes more sense. If your audience is primarily online, then an e-commerce website and digital marketplaces are your most important channels. The key question is always the same. What is the most effective and efficient way to make my product easy to find and buy for the people I want to serve? Section 3. Making the right moves. Key distribution decisions. Once you have an idea of the channels you might use, you need to make some key decisions. The first decision is about coverage. How widely do you want to distribute your product? There are 3 main strategies for coverage. Intensive distribution means you try to get your product into as many outlets as possible. This is used for common convenience goods like soda, candy, newspapers. You want the customer to find it everywhere. Selective distribution means you use a limited number of outlets in a geographic area. This is for products where customers are willing to shop around, like home appliances, clothing. It gives you more control over how your brand is presented. Exclusive distribution. Severely limit the number of intermediaries, often 1 or 2 retailers with exclusive rights in a territory. This strategy is common for luxury brands like high-end cars, designer watches. It helps create an aura of prestige and exclusivity. It also allows for a very strong partnership between the producer and the retailer. Your choice of coverage, intensive, selective, or exclusive, should align perfectly with your product's brand image and the price you have set for it. Another critical decision area is logistics. This is the practical side of distribution. It involves managing the physical flow of goods from your factory or office to the customer. This includes warehousing. Where will you store your inventory? Inventory management. How much stock should you keep on hand? Transportation. How will you ship your products? Order processing. Good logistics ensure that products are not damaged in transit and that they arrive on time. Poor logistics can lead to lost sales, high costs, unhappy customers. For many businesses, especially in e-commerce, logistics can be a key point of difference and a source of competitive advantage. Finally, you must make decisions about your partners. If you are using an indirect channel, you need to choose your intermediaries carefully. Who will you trust to represent your brand? You need to select partners who reach your target audience and whose image is compatible with your own. High-end organic skincare brand would not want to be sold in a deep discount store. Once you have chosen your partners, you need to manage that relationship. This involves motivating them to sell your product over a competitor's, training them on your product's benefits, and working together to achieve shared goals. Your partners are an extension of your company. Section 4. 3 smart strategies for place. So, how can you build a powerful distribution strategy? Here are 3 practical approaches. The first is to embrace a multi-channel mix. In today's world, it is rare for customers to use only one channel. They might discover your product on social media. They might research it on your website. They might go to a physical store to see it in person, and then buy it on their phone through an app. Be present in multiple channels, online and offline. The key is to make the experience across these channels seamless. This is often called an omni-channel approach. It allows customers to interact with your brand in the way that's most convenient for them. A second powerful strategy is to build strong partnerships. If you use indirect channels, don't treat distributors or retailers as simple outlets. Treat them as true partners. Invest time in building strong relationships with them. Provide them with marketing support. Provide them with sales training. Provide them with incentives to promote your product effectively. When partners feel valued and have the right tools, they become an extension of your sales team. A strong partnership is mutually beneficial. It helps you sell more product, and it helps your partner's business grow as well. This collaborative approach beats simply pushing products onto shelves. The third strategy is to cultivate a local presence, even if you are a global brand. For a retailer, it could mean opening smaller, community-focused stores instead of massive supercenters. For an online business, it could mean creating geographically specific landing pages, or offering customer service in local languages. It could also mean partnering with local events or influencers. By tailoring your place strategy to local needs and culture, you build deeper trust and loyalty. People support businesses that feel like part of their community. These 3 strategies, using a multi-channel mix, building strong partnerships, cultivating a local presence, they help you create a distribution network that is wide-reaching and deeply connected. They move you beyond simply getting your product from point A to point B. They help you build a system that is resilient, customer-focused, and aligned with your brand. The right place strategy doesn't just make your product available. It makes your brand present in the lives of your customers, creating convenient and positive experiences. This makes buying from you feel easy and natural. Section 5. Place in action, real-world examples. Let's see how these place strategies work in the real world. First, think of a local coffee shop. Their primary place is their physical store. They use a direct channel. The location they choose is their most important distribution decision. It needs to be in an area with high foot traffic, like near an office park or in a busy neighborhood. To expand their reach, they might add another place, a partnership with a food delivery app like Uber Eats. This adds an indirect digital channel, allowing them to reach customers at home or at work who cannot visit the shop in person. This simple multi-channel approach helps them serve more people. Now consider a large e-commerce business like Amazon. Their place is almost entirely digital, their website and their mobile app. Their key to success is logistics. They have invested billions of dollars in building a vast network of warehouses, fulfillment centers, and placing them all over the world. This intensive distribution network allows them to offer incredibly fast shipping, sometimes even on the same day. Their Prime membership program makes this fast shipping feel like a special benefit. For Amazon, place is the ability to get almost any product to your doorstep faster than anyone else. Their logistics network is their ultimate competitive advantage. Finally, let's look at a farmer selling organic vegetables. They might use several channels. On weekends, they might have a stall at a local farmer's market. This is a direct channel that allows them to interact with customers and get immediate feedback. They might also sell their produce to a few high-end local restaurants. This is another direct channel, a business-to-business partnership. To reach more households, they could also sell to a local organic grocery store. This is an indirect channel using a retail partner. This mix allows the farmer to sell their produce efficiently while building a strong local brand and connecting with their community. In each case, the business has made intentional choices about where and how to sell. The Coffee Shop combines a physical location with a digital delivery service. Amazon has built a global logistics machine to dominate e-commerce. The farmer uses a mix of direct and indirect local channels to build a community-based business. They all understand that place is not just about location. It is about access, convenience, and experience. They have built a bridge to their customers that is strong, reliable, and easy to cross, ensuring their great products can actually get into the hands of the people who want them. Section 1. The fourth lever. How will people know you exist? You have created a valuable product, set a strategic price, made it available in all the right places. But there is one final crucial piece of the puzzle missing. If no one knows your amazing product exists, no one will buy it. This is where the fourth and final P of the marketing mix comes in. Promotion. Promotion includes all the activities you undertake to communicate with your target customers and persuade them to buy your product. It is the voice of your brand. It is how you tell your story, build awareness, create desire, drive sales. Without promotion, even the best product will remain a well-kept secret, sitting silently on a shelf. The main goals of promotion can be broken down into 3 simple actions: to inform, to persuade, to remind. First, you need to inform potential customers about your new product, its features, its benefits. You need to let them know that a solution to their problem is now available. Next, you need to persuade them that your product is the best choice among all the available options. You must communicate your unique value. Give them a compelling reason to choose you over a competitor. Finally, for existing customers, you need to remind them about your product to encourage repeat purchases and build long-term loyalty. This keeps your brand top of mind. Think of promotion as starting a conversation with the people you hope to serve. It is not about shouting at everyone and anyone who will listen. Effective promotion is about reaching the right people with the right message at the right time. Who is your ideal customer? What social media platforms do they use? What blogs do they read? What podcasts do they listen to? By understanding your audience, you can choose the right promotional channels to reach them where they already are. This makes your message feel less like an interruption and more like a helpful suggestion that is relevant to their interests and needs. Ultimately, promotion is what brings your entire marketing strategy to life. It takes the value you have built into your product, the position you have signaled with your price, and the convenience you have created with your place, and it communicates all of that in a compelling story. It is the engine that drives awareness and interest, pulling customers toward your product. In a crowded marketplace, a clear and consistent promotional strategy is what separates the businesses that grow from the businesses that get ignored. It is your chance to connect with your audience, turn strangers into customers, and customers into advocates for your brand. Section 2. The Promoter's Toolkit. 5 main ways to communicate. To have these conversations with your customers, you have a toolkit with several main tools. Each tool has its own strengths, and the best promotional strategies often use a mix of them. The first and most well-known tool is advertising. This is any paid form of non-personal promotion. TV commercials, radio ads, newspaper ads, social media ads, search engine ads, banner ads on websites. Advertising is great for reaching a large audience quickly and building broad brand awareness. You have complete creative control over the message, but it can be expensive. A second powerful tool is public relations, or PR. Sending out press releases, building relationships with journalists, managing your company's reputation. When a newspaper writes a positive article about your business, or an industry expert mentions your product on their blog, that is the result of good PR. This type of promotion can be very credible because it comes from a neutral third party, but you have less control over the final message. It is about building trust and a positive public image for your brand. A third tool is sales promotion, coupons, discounts like buy one, get one free, contests. free samples. Sales promotions are excellent for boosting sales in the short term, encouraging customers to try a new product or clearing out old inventory. They create a sense of urgency that can push a hesitant customer to make a buying decision. However, if used too frequently, they can devalue your brand and train customers to only buy when there is a discount, hurting your long-term profitability. The fourth tool, which has become incredibly important, is digital marketing. Website, email newsletters, social media marketing, content creation like writing blog posts or making videos. Digital marketing allows for highly targeted and interactive communication. You can engage directly with customers, get immediate feedback, and measure the results of your efforts with great precision. It is often more cost-effective than traditional advertising and allows even small businesses to reach a global audience. The fifth and final tool is personal selling. This involves face-to-face interaction with a customer, such as a sales representative meeting with a potential client or a retail assistant helping a shopper in a store. It is the most personal and persuasive form of promotion, but also the most expensive per contact. It is most effective for high-value, complex, or customized products. Section 3. 3 smart strategies for promotion. Knowing the tools is one thing. Using them effectively is another. Here are 3 practical strategies for a powerful promotional mix. The first is to craft a clear and consistent message. What is the one thing you want your audience to remember about your brand? Whether it is quality, affordability, innovation, customer service, this core message should be at the heart of all your promotional activities. It should be reflected in your advertisements, your social media posts, your website copy, your sales pitches. A consistent message builds a strong, recognizable brand identity and avoids confusing your customers. It ensures that every interaction reinforces the same core idea. The second strategy is to use an integrated channel mix. Do not rely on just one promotional tool. The most successful campaigns use a combination of tools that work together to create a bigger impact. This is called Integrated Marketing Communications, IMC. For example, you might run a television ad to build broad awareness. You could follow up with a press release that gets you featured in online magazines. At the same time, you might run a contest on social media to drive engagement. By coordinating your message across multiple channels, you surround your customer with a consistent story, reinforcing it at every turn. The third key strategy is to measure and adapt. One of the biggest mistakes in promotion is to set it and forget it. You must track the performance of your promotional activities to understand what is working and what is not. For digital marketing, this is easy. You can track clicks, views, conversions. How many people who saw your Facebook ad actually bought the product? For offline activities, it can be trickier, but you can still use tools like unique coupon codes. Ask customers how they heard about you. By constantly measuring your results, you can stop spending money on tactics that are not delivering and double down on the ones that are. This makes your promotional budget go much further. These 3 strategies, maintaining a clear message, integrating your channels, measuring your results, transform your promotion from a series of random activities into a cohesive and effective system. They ensure your brand speaks with one voice, that your efforts amplify each other, and that your investments are based on data, not guesswork. A smart promotional strategy does not just make noise, it starts meaningful conversations. It builds relationships with customers over time, guiding them on a journey from awareness, interest, purchase, and ultimately to becoming a loyal fan of your brand. Section 4. Promotion in action. Real-world examples. Let's look at how businesses with different budgets might use these promotional strategies. First, imagine a new author with a very small budget launching their first book. Their promotion would lean heavily on low-cost digital marketing and PR. They might start a blog or a social media account to share content related to the book's themes, building an audience over time. They would send personalized emails to book bloggers and podcasters, offering a free copy in hopes of getting a review, PR. They might run a small, highly targeted Facebook ad campaign aimed at people who like similar authors. This grassroots approach focuses on direct engagement and earned media. Now consider a mid-sized local restaurant opening a second location. They have a moderate budget and need to drive foot traffic quickly. They would likely use an integrated mix of local promotion tools. They could place ads in a local magazine and on local radio stations. They would host a grand opening event and invite local food bloggers and journalists. They could run a limited-time 50% off your first visit offer, promoted through social media ads and flyers. Their website and social media would feature professional photos of the food and the new space. Finally, let's look at a large car company launching a new electric vehicle. With a multi-million-dollar budget, they can launch a massive, integrated global campaign. They would start with a major PR event, revealing the car to the world's media. This would be followed by big-budget television commercials during major sporting events and cinematic online video ads. They would partner with major tech and lifestyle influencers to review the car. Their website would feature an immersive three-dimensional configurator. Finally, dealerships would be equipped with demo models for test drives, staffed by highly trained salespeople, personal selling. In each of these examples, the promotional strategy is tailored to the budget, the product, and the audience. The author uses time and effort instead of money. The restaurant focuses on a targeted local mix. The car company uses a full-scale, multi-channel assault to build massive global hype. All three, however, follow the same core principles. They have a clear message, they use a mix of tools that work together, and they are focused on reaching their specific target customer. This shows that effective promotion is not about having the biggest budget, it is about having the smartest strategy. Section 1. Putting it all together. A case study in coffee. We have explored the 4 levers of marketing: product, price, place, promotion. They are not separate ideas to be considered one by one. Their true power is unlocked when they are woven together into a single, cohesive strategy. To see how this works, let's invent a small business. Morning Ritual, a brand that sells high-quality, ethically sourced coffee beans online. Their mission is to help people create a better morning routine. Let's see how they use the 4 Ps. Their success depends on making all 4 elements work in harmony, each one reinforcing the others, telling one consistent and compelling story to the customer. First, their product. Morning Ritual doesn't just sell coffee beans, they sell a curated experience. The product is a subscription box. The beans are single origin and roasted to order to ensure maximum freshness. The packaging is beautiful and minimalist, and inside each box is a small card that tells the story of the farmer who grew the beans. The product is not just the coffee, it is the story, the freshness, and the feeling of connection to a global community. The core benefit is not just caffeine, it is a mindful, high-quality start to the day. This focus on a premium product experience sets the stage for everything else. Next, their price. Morning Ritual's coffee is more expensive than the coffee you find in a supermarket. They use value-based pricing. They are not competing on cost, they are competing on quality and story. The higher price signals that this is a premium product. It is justified by the freshness, the ethical sourcing, and the curated experience. They offer 3 tiers: a taster box, a daily subscription, and a connoisseur package. This tiered pricing makes their product accessible to curious beginners while also catering to serious coffee lovers. The price reinforces the product's story of quality and worth. Finally, let's look at their place and promotion. For place, they use a direct-to-consumer channel, their website. This gives them complete control over the customer experience and allows them to tell their story without intermediaries. Shipping is fast and reliable, a key part of the place experience. For promotion, they use a mix of digital marketing tools. They run targeted ads on Instagram showing beautiful images of morning coffee rituals. They partner with lifestyle bloggers who value mindfulness and quality. PR. Their email newsletter shares brewing tips and stories from farmers, building a community and reminding customers of their value. Each P works together, creating a strong, coherent brand. Section 2. Your turn to stop. Guessing. The 4 Ps are not just a theory for big companies or imaginary coffee brands. They are a practical toolkit for you, right now. This framework gives you 4 simple levers to pull, 4 areas where you can make intentional decisions to move your business forward. It is a map that replaces guesswork with strategy. By thinking through your product, price, place, promotion, you can build a system that connects with customers and drives sales. You can stop throwing darts in the dark and start building a marketing engine that works. It is time to apply these ideas to your own project or business. Here is a simple action checklist to get you started. Don't try to perfect everything at once. Just answer these basic questions. Write down your answers. This simple act will bring immense clarity. The 4 Ps action checklist. Product. What problem am I really solving for my customers? What are 3 features that directly solve this problem? What is one thing I can add to augment the experience? Price. What is my product truly worth to my customer? What does my price communicate about my brand? Is my price higher or lower than my competitors, and why? Place. Where do my customers look for products like mine? How can I make it easier for them to buy from me? Is there one new channel, online or offline, I could explore? Promotion. What is the single most important message I want to share? Who is the one person I am trying to reach? What is one promotional activity I can try this week? Reading about ideas is a good start, but learning happens when you take action. Here are 2 quick activities you can try in the next hour to bring these concepts to life. First, become a marketing detective. Choose a product you recently bought and loved. Analyze it using the 4 Ps. Why did you choose that specific product? What was the price, and did it feel fair? Where did you buy it? How did you first hear about it? By deconstructing a successful marketing mix, you will start to see the framework everywhere. This exercise trains your mind to think like a strategist. Second, perform a 1-hour audit of your own business or project. Use the action checklist above. Spend just 15 minutes on each of the 4 Ps. Write down your honest answers without overthinking. Where are you strong? Where are you weak? This quick audit will reveal your biggest opportunities for improvement. It will show you which lever you need to pull first. The journey to stop guessing in marketing begins with a single, intentional step. This checklist is that step. Go on, test it. See what you discover. The clarity you are looking for is closer than you think.